My name is Eric Sizer. I'm a production print analyst with Sharp. My role with Sharp is to make sure that production print is a good fit for whoever I'm talking with. I need to make sure that somebody that's buying this doesn't say, oh, that's a cool toy, and it sits there and collects dust. I want to make sure that it serves the intended purpose that they are buying it for, which is either to make money or to save some money. As customers become more savvy and more picky, if you will, we're going to need those additional colors to start looking at adding some of the things that were traditionally only done on offset presses. Going forward, what you're going to see is more of a demand of people being very specific about the colors that they want. They're used to going to Home Depot, looking at a color swatch and saying, I want that. As customers are coming through with branded colors, brand integrity is very important to these customers. In some instances, companies in the past had to go to offset because they could only get their color by doing that. And even if they needed 50 business cards or something like that, they were paying hundreds of dollars because they had to pay for a full run on an offset press. Now with the addition of 5th and 6th colors, instead of having just 4 crayons to mix my colors, I've got 5. And now I'm going to be able to get more and more colors and alleviate some of the differences between what a color looks like just using 4 colors as opposed to 5, which would be using pink. Now we can start looking at ways to get very, very close to what their logo colors are and very economically print runs of 1, 5, 10, 50, whatever it is that they need, because the smaller quantities are very well suited for these types of devices. So if somebody was to come to me and say, hey, 4 colors is enough, I would first of all kind of talk to them a little bit about, maybe some of the work that they haven't been able to do, some of the stuff that they've had to turn away. Is it stuff that they'd rather have in their shop as opposed to sending it down the street? The 6 color as is, it allows them to get closer and closer to what customers really want, but it also opens the door for them to very easily produce some things that may add some value to their printed pieces and be able to actually bring a little bit more revenue in. Back in my day, it was not uncommon for you to go to a print shop and spend $1.50 for a color print. That is not the case anymore. The margins on that piece are not going up, they're going down. Embellishments in the 5th and 6th color kind of add that way to put a little bit more margin into that piece. And instead of just taking that 15, 20, 25 cent piece, they're able to add a glossy spot. They're able to put a seal on it that's maybe silver or gold to start taking that piece up to maybe 50, 75 cents, maybe even that dollar mark as we start to do that at very little additional cost to the printer. This is a device that maintains very consistent image quality and gives us a high degree of automation from the machine itself. I've got some automated processes that I can hit a button and it's ready to print for the day. So from an operator standpoint, it's very easily used. From an owner standpoint, I've got a machine that is a money-making machine. It allows me to do the base work that I need to on a 4-color press, but it gives me the expanded opportunity to start upselling some pieces. It takes it to that next level and starting to look at being a true legitimate replacement for offset printing.